Trust accounting is one of the highest risk, most time consuming parts of running a law firm. One small little mistake can lead to compliance violations, bar complaints, or lost client trust. What if AI can eliminate most of the risk while saving you dozens of hours every month? Welcome to Revolutionizing Legal Bookkeeping with AI for Trust Accounting. I'm Lynda Artesani, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how AI is transforming trust accounting, especially if you're a legal bookkeeper, and it will help you to deliver greater accuracy, efficiency, transparency, and security. So whether you're a solo bookkeeper, a solo law firm, bookkeeping firm, in-market, boutique, whatever your specialty is, maybe you're even specializing to a specific practice area, or maybe you're a law firm administrator that does this bookkeeping work. These insights are going to help you modernize your client's practice and reduce stress. Let's dive in. Legal trust accounting has always demanded extreme precision. So you have to be that type of person if you want to do this kind of work. Every client dollar must be tracked perfectly under strict ethical rules. Artificial intelligence is now changing the game. And in fact, they're starting to implement some laws around what we can and cannot do as a legal bookkeeping firm, specifically around AI. AI analyzes massive amounts of data instantly and automates repetitive tasks, spots problems early, and dramatically reduces human error. So anytime we automate anything, it will make it a little bit easier to do. It'll give you real-time visibility and makes time for the lawyer to be able to practice law by knowing that they can serve their clients because everything is just wrapped up in a nice package and tied with a big bow. So AI turns trust accounting from a burden to strategic advantage. And that's where we come in as the legal bookkeeping firm. So here's the biggest benefits. And I think sometimes we get some of these trust accounts now that are legacy accounts that have multiple bank accounts. They change the bank, they change all these different things. And maybe they change the bank to fix the trust because it's out of balance. That doesn't fix the trust. So you might have been in one software. You might have been in an old legacy desktop software. You've got data there. You've got data in a new software. Then maybe you change to another online software. So you've got data in several places. This AI will allow you to look at this giant data set and look for the names and to see how they align and methodically go through data like we've been doing for years manually. So because of this, it'll provide greater efficiency. Automation is going to handle the data entry. And also, if you use QuickBooks, there's also AI helping you with reconciliations, although that feature is a little bit weak. It's not as good as I'd like it to be, but I'm sure it will get there in the future. And reporting, it's going to give you reporting at lightning speed. It allows you to manipulate the data, put it in tables and pretty pictures for your client. I think those are the things that I foresee that it helps actually analyze the data. So all the stuff that we've been using our brains for, it's able to do that and also spit the data out in a way that the client can interpret it. It will improve transparency, so real-time dashboards. So you're not waiting with desktop products. You always had to wait for a long cycle to be able to get the data. It will show you exactly where every client fund stands. And you can make sure that you have enhanced security around this AI because it will actually help enhance the trust accounting by instantly flagging any suspicious activity or discrepancies to protect the client money and your reputation and the law firm's reputation. These advantages reduce risk while giving a clearer financial intelligence better than ever before. So traditional methods, especially desktop or legacy methods, they have constant human error. So there's redundancy in the workflow, manual data, maybe using a spreadsheet. We still see this today with people who come to us that need help. They're still using a spreadsheet. They still rely on the spreadsheet. There's hours of wasted time on repetitive data entry, heavy compliance pressure and audit risk. So if it's not kept up because it's just one of those boring tasks that the client doesn't want to do and it gets far behind, makes it a lot more work to get it back up to date. And then sometimes it results in delayed reporting. And that can hurt decision making. If you don't know where your file or your client's file is at any given time, they're using the balance in the checkbook to figure out where they're at. That's not a great method. So these types of scenarios will create stress, potential penalties if the trust is out of balance and you get audited, and take the lawyer away from high value work that they could be doing in lieu of reconciliation. So it's really where they need us more than ever. So, how would AI simplify trust accounting? There's a lot of different types of GLs out there that now have AI in it. QuickBooks does as well. Zero does as well. And it's just the beginning stages. So you have to remember that. It's just like when the cloud first came along, it's the same as that. So it's not quite where we were like when we first started dipping our toes into the cloud, but it's going to get there and it's getting there fast. So things change, it feels like every day. We're going to be looking at some automated data entry. So that's going to save us time and accuracy. And then some of the automated reconciliation. Once the reconciliation in the AI starts to get really good, the transactions will be captured, matched in real time. Advanced analytics and reporting, AI is going to spot trends. It already does this. Anomalies, if they see that just, wow, this account's way off and more than it was a year ago, for example, and it will generate some compliant reports for you instantly. Real time oversight. So that's the big catch here. So you're going to catch problems as they happen right away because it's going to be continuously monitoring in an instant alerts and keep everything transparent and under control. So what's the result? The result is fewer errors, faster month-end closes, and most of all, peace of mind. So when choosing AI-powered legal bookkeeping software, prioritize it using these features. And these features are already out in a lot of the bigger accounts, the QuickBooks, the Zeros, the Clio, they're in Lean Law. These are pieces of AI that are really baked into the product now. So you want to make sure that you have some automated data entry in your GL. Automated bank reconciliation. Like I said, it's pretty weak. I've been trying to use the one in QuickBooks myself. Sometimes I can get there and sometimes I got to turn it off because it doesn't make any sense. They keep tweaking it and making it better. I keep trying it to see how it's doing. Sometimes it's kind of stuck and you can't get it to do things, but that's because it's new. I consider that beta, even though they've released it. It gives you powerful analytics and customizable reports. If you're using Intuit's new enterprise suite, there's a lot there. Check it out, upgrade your file, do the core one so you don't get charged when Intuit does flip the switch to pay, and just see the different features that are there under the reporting. There's KPIs, there's a whole bunch of things in there if you've got the advanced version. Real-time financial monitoring, built-in fraud detection and security alerts. That's also baked into some of these products. Strong compliance tools, audit-ready records. You're going to have that ability, like in Lean Law, you're going to have that ability to pull that data out just exactly like the bar wants to see it. That's a wonderful, beautiful thing. You've got the sub-liability accounts and the little registers for each client. Intuitive interface is important, and any software that you choose, make sure it's got excellent training and support. Clio, excellent training and support. Lean Law, same. Those are tools that have those things already in place and they're invested in it. They're upgrading their files. They're making it better. So if you are working with a mid-sized law firm, you can find that because of the features that are inside the system now, it can cut errors dramatically and improve your client confidence because your data is correct. Nothing's worse than getting a call from a client, a law firm client to the firm, and there's a problem with the billing. It just starts a bad relationship with the client, and which could lead to a loss of referrals. You don't want that. Larger firms, it's great. Sometimes can streamline if you've got multi-client trust accounts. It helps you gain powerful financial insights. The small boutique firm can also benefit. They have limited staff, so they use AI automation to boost accuracy and save time. So it helps them to support business growth while staying fully compliant. These aren't future dreams, they're actually happening today. So some selection tips when you're looking at software and you're looking at the software with the client or for the client, check for seamless integration with whatever your GL is, whether it's QuickBooks or Xero. Make sure it's seamless. Don't pick one that doesn't integrate properly. Make sure it integrates beautifully where it doesn't break. You're able to put payments in without, you can group them to be deposited like you're doing the deposits yourself. There's just a lot of ways to do this. Match the features of your law firm's size, so your client's firm size to its needs. Prioritize the ease of use and some strong support. So make sure the support is there. Don't just go by what the salesperson says. Check it out yourself. Get a free trial and test that. Evaluate the cost and the time savings, right? So look at it as a long-term ROI and look at it through scalability. I always tell clients, don't buy the annual, even though there's a discount there, because you may shrink your staff down. You may not, but you're going to be paying for seats you don't need. If you have software that you really like right now, take a look at the seats, see how many seats you're paying for. And future trends, I think AI combined with blockchain is going to make a tamper-proof record. So that's going to be an interesting thing that we're going to see down the line. Advanced machine learning, it's just going to get better and better. I think we're going to be seeing that. And then natural language processing. So less typing, more natural language, able to give it the prompts, and you don't have to be a programmer. Right now, you can just tell it what you want. And we're seeing that in our software, even. It's going to be evolving very quickly. And you want to stay ahead of all of this to keep the client's law firm really in the forefront of technology. So important. So, adopting AI for trust accounting is one of the smartest moves you can make. It reduces errors, it saves time, it strengthens your compliance, and it rebuilds client trust. So, this Independence Day season that we're in, we already passed Independence Day, but for right now, take that first step towards modernizing your bookkeeping, modernizing your client's bookkeeping. And if you found this video valuable and helpful, make sure you subscribe for more legal AI content and comment below. What's your biggest trust accounting challenge right now? And we also have a few download tools if you want to take a look at it, some guides. We have those available as well. So thanks for watching, and now go revolutionize your legal bookkeeping skills with AI.